Hello people of the web, first time I've recorded a video in a while and what I've got to show is nothing currently, but we're going to fix that. You see, this is a former hardcore world where, hang on, let's go creative, allow cheats on, start land world, and then I can switch to spectator. So creative? Ah, there I am. Go me! Right, this used to be a hardcore world, and we were doing really well, but it went horribly wrong because I derped. Insert clip probably here, actually. That would be a good time. Yep. Ah! Ah! Aha! The culprit! You see, we started this world as a challenge world, the idea being that I'd have to defeat the dragon with some extra modifiers. So I started 25,000 blocks from here, was my original base, and we loaded up without being able to use totems, no gold armor, no sleeping, no crafting of diamond armor, and no smelting of iron. So yeah, one hand tied behind my back. And then after defeating the dragon, I went, I've got an idea for a base. I want to build something epic and cool, which is where this place started. And we were doing well. We'd started decorating in a style that I will be continuing, spoiler, in single player mode, because I want to see how it looks when finished. But yeah, my hardcore run ended there. Now, if you want to see more of this build, I would encourage you to come by some streams, because I haven't been making videos of late, but I have been streaming lots, and we'll see how this place comes together. There are epic plans. Now, this is the entrance hall. The idea is we're beneath a coral reef, so that we have a piston door at the top, and I was working on said piston door when I hit the zombie piglin child and died. It was a foolish moment. We all make mistakes. Just hopefully mistakes don't normally cost you your hardcore run. But yeah, I cleared out some air using sugarcane and some blocks, and I was placing redstone in, and things weren't working quite as I was hoping. And I was getting a little bit frustrated, and my brain wasn't working. And I forgot that in hardcore world, my axe doesn't even have sharpness, let alone smite. I'm used to having a smite 5's axe, so that if I want to kill an undead mob, I can. Yeah, we have continued from this, but I'm going to show you how much I achieved in hardcore, starting with travelling that way. Oh, I haven't got my helmet on. Ow. Ow. You see, in a hardcore world, not only did I dig out a large area to make a base, I also decided to build my base out of prismarine, so I needed a guardian farm. So I built one. I didn't follow a tutorial. I just went with, I think this will work, and it does. Although, standing down here, it doesn't work particularly well, because I haven't lit up caves under here, which is why we have a little spot for me to land on. Oh, actually, that worked out. Okay. I can just sit here and AFK and get all the drops that I need. Well, yeah. It was more impressive when it was in hardcore. Which is why I wanted to record something now, so I could show how much I achieved, despite being limited on how stupid I can be. Apparently I can still be stupid, it just results in the end of the world. Yeah, prismarine source acquired, and then we were working on the walls of the base. I'll hop over into the single player world shortly so I can show you the progress since, and I might even pop into creative so you can see that. So you can see the eventual idea. It's a, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 14 sided? That can't be right. 6 plus 8. 14-sided base. So the idea is this slopes up, and then it slopes back in towards the top. That wall's flat, and the design for it would be the same as this, with different accent colours. I even dug out this area beneath which was going to be my charity donation hallway. Not a lot to it, but it was just a start. And we were making solid progress. The hard work was done. I just had to place blocks. And then I derped and died. Anyway, let's jump over to the other world. And of course, the single player world I finished nowhere near the base. Of course. Typical. At least I know my way out of this cave. I think. We shall see. Should be swimming in this direction? This is the caves underneath the Guardian farm, which I was lighting up and also gathering some resources from. Homeward bound. Guardian farm hasn't changed much. In fact, it's pretty much identical. I just swapped out a few blocks. And over here, there'll be a boat. Little tiny boat, which helps me see where we get in. The entrance is a 3x3 hole. I need to build up some coral back around it. But it has a button over here. I might change this up a little bit. But it's just a simple 3x3 horizontal piston door. So I can lock myself in and stop fishes coming in, especially pufferfish. But to be honest, I'm more likely just to leave it open. I like having the ability to close it. Hence, the button there. Ta-da! Now, this is my storage area. I've closed it up at the top and stopped myself from going down. It's just a way to get in and grab all of my farms and bits and bulk and stuff and enchanting setup. Then if we head down here, we've got a single little bit of water falling through so that I can swim up it if I want to. Here we've started decorating more of the walls and I've put some scaffolding up so I can do the ceiling. Yes, this is scaffolding. I don't like actual scaffolding. I like netherrack. Especially as I don't need supports going down to the water. Ignore the emeralds. I don't have the bubble coral blocks. Yeah, we're working on it. Built up a couple layers, done a few wall parts. My next plan is to do the ceiling and then work down. Just wanted a little bit of a start down here because it looks good and gives an idea of how it will feel. Still need to put a conduit in. But yeah, I'm happy with this. Oh, I didn't show you the mob farm while we were in the other world. That door's closed. That door's closed. That door's closed. Oh, I'm at the wrong height. It's that one. This is the mob farm. Ignore the chickens. I just needed to let them loose. These are spawnable platforms. Which mobs try and pathfind off. They fall into the water. And then get filtered down into a single drop hole. At some point, I need to change the campfires out to wither roses so that even if a witch falls down there, they will definitely die. Currently, a witch won't die. But, yeah. So you can see, it's working. And it gives me a little supply of mob drops. At some point, I need to turn it all off and redecorate it. But it's lower on the list than redecorating the main entrance. This is my first priority, and while I'm working on it, that's functioning. So we're getting gunpowder and keeps me in the sky. Then on this side, ouch, is going to be the farming area. I need to dig out this tower, redecorate all the rest of it. But I dug this out and got it functional because I needed sugarcane and needed bamboo. So I might as well just place in a single layer. Eventually, this should be a tool section with a wall of these here. A wall of, hang on, it was bamboo, sugarcane, kelp, and I was going to do another bamboo because bamboo's really useful. Yeah. It's a plan. It's just lower in the priorities than doing the main room. And I need to design it and waterlock it, put a conduit in the middle, and yeah, lots of plans. If you want to see it develop, join me on Twitch. Yeah, despite dying and ending my hardcore run, I am going to continue with the build and just go, yep, I have everything I achieve from here on is just treat it as a single player achievement. It's not as impressive because it's not in hardcore, but what I did in hardcore, I'm happy with. And I'm excited to see how this turns out. A world of loads of random bits and pieces. This is my initial design that I put together, I was using polished stones, polished andesite, iron, and the other one I used. Smooth stone, whatever this is called. Yeah, smooth stone. Just so that I could place and plan out the shape of it, and it allows me to count blocks nice and easily because all three of these blocks in the palette, very clear outlines. Yeah, the creative world is where I planned out the shape. And even mocked up the mob farm? Oh no, that's the wrong side. The mob farm? So this was my initial plan, to have tinted glass on the sides of the walls. I just don't have it in the single player world yet. I ain't got enough tinted glass. We'll get to it, but it works well enough. Or at least it would work if I didn't break that little section of campfires. Now, well. And at some point, I need to do the sorting system in the wall, but it's one of the things I'll get around to. You also note that between here and here, in the actual world, I added a tunnel so that there's enough space for redstone and bits. But for creative, I didn't really need to build that and move things around. I just went, yep, that'll work. And then I designed the length of the tunnel here, and we just changed out the block palette. Oh, and then once we dug out the main space and got the general shape without building it properly, I then played with a clone of that over here so that I could see how it would look. So this will be more in line with how it shall appear. And now I look at this, I realise how little I did of the decorating of the walls. All I really had to do was kind of half the floor to go, yeah, that feels about right. Because that pattern's going to be on this wall, this wall, this wall, this wall, and the ceiling, just with different accent blocks. For the base, I've gone with netherite, which means, yes, I need to find over 1,000 ancient debris. I didn't plan that out well, but I'm sticking to it. Netherite on the bottom, we've got copper, iron, and gold. And then the other two are going to be the red and blue versions. I haven't placed the bubble coral. I did say earlier that it's because I don't have the bubble coral. It's not that. It's because it's not waterlogged in that room yet. So if I place it, it's just going to die. So I'll wait until we got the water in. And I do have this stuff. So the other side's fine. I am running a little bit short on raw gold. And what else was I short of? There was another thing I had to switch out because I didn't have enough of it yet. Might be raw iron. But yeah, I'm excited to see how it develops. Again, if you want to see more, join us on Twitch. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. Huge thanks to all that support and watch me on Twitch, and a special thanks to Gingerbeard Man and Thinking Cat for supporting me via Ko-fi. Supporting via Ko-fi means more of what you give gets to me and helps me do what I do. Thank you.